Hey champions, welcome to today's Monday Momentum Builder. And as we started last week, I was talking to you about how we're almost at the midway point of 2018 of this year. And at the middle of the year, I always sit down, I reevaluate my progress and make sure I'm on track to hit on target my goals and my plans for 2018. So my challenge was to you is to begin to reevaluate where you are. So at the midway point, which is July 1st, at the midway point, man, you can hit it running so you can finish this year strong. So I introduced to you this process that I use in my own personal life. It's called Life Shift. That's SHIFT, Life Shift. And we're under this process. I have three principles that I appropriate in my life so I can use each one to begin to evaluate where I am in order for me to finish the year strong. So the first principle under this life shift is principle number one is rethink, which I introduced to you last week, that you need to reevaluate where you are, see if you're on target to hit your goals for 2018. Maybe you need to reevaluate your process. Maybe you need to reevaluate the plans that you have. All these things, you reevaluate where you are so you can begin to make the necessary changes. And under this principle, you have to be honest with yourself, and you cannot blame this. You can't do the blame game. You can't blame people why you're not on target. This way, you have to take responsibility for yourself where you are and start moving forward for the rest of the year. So you can't blame anybody. You have to be honest with yourself and rethink where you are and say, you know what, I am where I am because of who I am, and I need to make those changes in my life. Principle number two is once you have you realize the changes you need to make, you need to implement those changes. And that's called the rebuild principle, where you start rebuilding your life, rebuilding those areas in your life in order for you to finish the year strong. And rebuilding means you may have to go back to school. It may be a book that you need to purchase to read. It may mean attending some kind of seminar or conference. That's part of the rebuilding process. Or it may mean getting a whole new group of friends, because the friends that are in your life right now are keeping you from fulfilling your visions and your dreams for your life. So that made me rebuilding a whole new network of friends in order for you to achieve your goals for your life. And so again, we talk about what the life shift. That's the process. The two principles we talked about so far is the rethink principle, where you reevaluate, rethink what you've done so far for the year, and then the rebuild process, where you take those changes, the ideas that you need to implement in your life, and begin to rebuild your life, and you begin to see the kind of results that you want to see for 28 years. Because we declared at the beginning of the year, 2018 was going to be your greatest year ever. In order for that to happen, you got to work your plan. You got to stick to it. You got to be focused. You got to be disciplined. You got to be relentless in this. In order for you to fulfill your goals, don't quit. Don't throw in the towel. Don't settle. Let me say it again. Do not settle for where you are. It's time to push through. It's time to go after and just go after more that God has for your life. So that's my word to you. Next week, we're going to finish up this process. So as we enter the midway point of 2018, we're going to finish 2018 strong, pushing forward to have our greatest year ever. Have a great day. Have a great week. Looking forward to seeing you next Monday.